Okidoki. 35. díl z Hogwarts Legacy. Zdravíčko, jsem Cyberfyzíza, zdravím vás u 35. epizody ze hry Hogwarts Legacy a my jdeme na to, jdeme dál pokračovat za našeho Luciuse Dumbledora. My jsme tam měli nějaký ty další questíky, že jo, no? V tom minulém díle nám tam naskákalo 3 prdel questů. Jo. Jo, jdeme... Jo, tohle se Imperio, yes! Naučíme se Imperio. Tak to chci, kurva. Demigaje zkusíme ještě najít nějaký, my jsme nějaký našli, tuším, že máme 4 zatím. Hall of Herodiana, to si necháme až úplně až nakonec, to teďko nebudu dělat. Takže jdeme za Poppy. Poppy. Kde pata Poppy bude? Hogsmeade, jo. Hogsmeade map. A Poppy tady. To se... Prvá. No jasně. Máme zmáčknout křížek a mačknout úplně něco jiného. Aby. Jdeme vyřešit to vejce dračí a toho draka konkrétně, co jsme osvobodili v předminulým díle.
Revelio.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Okay.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing.
Jo, ale... Co jsem to chtěl? Jsem něco... Jo! My jsme si totiž... nezměnili... na ten Dark Art. Tohle by tam vadil v té
Let's
kostce.
not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Revelio!
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. The poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
No, určitě.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet. Crazy. Confringo.
Capture her. At least 10 usually.
Revelio.
Tady něco na vylučení, jo, je tady. Taky ještě něco.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
Reparo. From a distance.
No, je breathtaking, no. Nádherný drak, jo.
Revelio.
Hlavně doufám, že nám nic neudělá, ty vole.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Okay.
Or just raring for a fight.
Well, there's no coming back now. Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention.
Good thinking. She'd still be able to smell you.
Revelio.
Bombala.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her.
Já bych rád popil, ale jako upřímně to není moc vole.
If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. Look! Underneath her! I think we're close! She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Výborný bylo.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Okay. Co by se kurva
Why
mohlo...
is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Proč? No, protože pokud jsme podzemníci a musíme si tam...
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Nevím, vole. Kurva. What? Má se spadla, vole, podívej.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Papa, Poppy.
New instrument.
Máme nějaký díry nový. Horší. To horší, takže to můžeme klidně skočit do toho. Nejdřív něco prodat.
You know?
Revelio.
I don't cast the odd cleaning spell when no one's looking.
Čas na šálek čaje. Velká truhla, nice. Je tady dummy guy.
Revelio.
He doesn't try to own the salad in it. I left grab rice last week with 4 new hot.
You can stop the thief in their tracks with stupefy.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it?
Better attention in defense against the dark arts. The world needs talented.
I could use some gold.
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, 'cause we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracalls. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Už nemluv, ty vole.
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
No takhle, tady můžeme prodávat i ty.
You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
No ale já jsem chtěl to, že jo. Prodat ty itemy, co mám.
Reparo has saved me more broken
Historically speaking, there's never been
Hello there.
Revelio.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Co nepotřebujeme. Co tam máš? O, to je lepší.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by when...
Protego, vole. Víš to? Vypadají dobře, tyhle, ty si i normálně necháme. Tak jak vypadají? Ty vypadají docela luxusně i k tomu obleku, co máme. Čtyři věcí. Skoro 30, no. Jo, kámo.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
A to víš, jo, ono. Takže in the shadow. The catacomb. Tak kde je, vole? To jsou v Hogwarts, že jo? No, bude v Hogwarts. Jo, to je tady. To je přesně tady. Jdeme s Sebastianem a naučíme se další zakázanou kletbu. Imperio.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. Revelio.
You're here. Good.
This is where you will...
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Menu se trošku ukaz. Okay.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Feldcroft, jo. To je zajímavý.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not...
Jdeme na to.
Nerve just yet. Cruising. That spell got my attention.
Confringo! Defender! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Revelli! Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo!
Alright.
Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
This room is taller than it looks.
Jo, počkej, tady to potřeba.
Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso!
Tady potřeba Leviosa, se tady. Pojď tady jo.
Revelio!
Kulička.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Dej mi pokoj, Sebastiane, kruci. Tady člověk ho zachrání prdel, vole. Máš si na ně hemzy, protože chce vidět čestu. Pojď ty, troglodite.
Silent as a grave.
Bro.
Cruising! Confringo! Defender! Defender!
Jsme mocný čarodějové, ne? Ti pavoušci, vole, nám tady...
Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
Ne, teď si potřebujeme jít tady, asi tady dolů, že?
Capulso!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Pojďme na druhou stranu.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio. Cruising. Confringo. Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Já se kromě čistý nic nebude.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Takže jdeme za Sebastianem.
Confringo. Depulso. Levioso. Accio.
Será que já se to není nějak dostanu? No.
Revelio. Depulso. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Yeah.
Accio. I need to find a safe way across.
Úplně jednoduchý. Jsou ty kosti, že jo? Což si podíváme tam, tady tudy.
Depulso. Accio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Accio.
That's
Wingardium
lots of bone
Leviosa.
rattle.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this arch.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Revelio.
Já, takže už někam nemohu odnést. No.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Imperio.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead.
To tam asi místo...
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
Fringo!
Imperio.
Leviosa!
Confringo. Defender.
Já, level 30.
Devolso. Revelio.
Tady dolů ještě můžeme jít, uděláme to na quest.
Confringo. Imperio.
Descendo! Confringo! Leviosa! Confringo!
Protego.
Descendo!
Stupefy.
Leviosa!
Stupefy. Crucible.
Confringo!
Defender. Confringo. Imperio.
Defendo! Confringo!
Crucible. Confringo. Defender.
Confringo!
Protego.
Confringo!
Imperio.
Confringo!
Crucible. Confringo.
Defendo! Defendo!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo. Accio.
Ah, vygodno.
Confringo. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso.
Co tady máme?
Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Nevím, kam jdeš, vole, tam řízej, Sebastiane. Co k těm dveřím? Těmi kostmi.
Confringo. Revelio.
Ty tady to, jo.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the
Accio.
last one, this should be
Wingardium
finished.
Leviosa. How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Jo. Už to chápu. Tady to.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Máme to. Ne, počkej. Kecám.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are
Revelio.
head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Accio. Revelio.
To jsme měli všechny tady ty puzzle.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. Revelio. Imperio. Defender. Descendo. Crucio. Confringo. Defender. Fringo. Imperio. Crucio. Confringo. Defender. Protego. Stupefy.
Stupefy. Confringo. Defender. Crucio. Sendo. Imperio. Confringo. Defender.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio.
A čekal bych tady snad všechno, hady a podobně. Protože Slytherin je prostě... Mioza, prostě hadi. Nebo co kurva.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Accio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
Imperio.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Ty vole, ominus. A ten debil vlastně sem připlete stejně.
Is that ominous?
Jsme v řití.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Je to hra na obě strany?
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more.
Revelio. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Accio!
Jak to teda dolů do hajzlu?
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Cože?
Revelio.
To bylo co? No takový pocit, že se to tady někde podělá totálně. No taky ne?
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Já možná budeme potřebovat vlastně ty kápy a ani masku. To všecko nahodně, no ne, okay. Jo, my tady máme ten skill point, co? To si dáme, rovnou si dáme skill point na Imperio. Jo, tady to. OK. Jdeme dál teda. Vítěři z toho řízla, nebo co to je? Ne.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset...
Protego! Stupefy! Imperio! Imperio! Protego! Confringo! No! Confringo! Defender!
I will make you. You'll have to fight it. How dare you use that spell on me? I won't rest. Shall we finish what we started?
Protego!
Come back here.
Confringo!
Ah! The lamb returns. Back for more.
Crazy. Confringo! Protego!
I will have my revenge.
Are you unforgivable?
Bingo!
Let's get this over with. Barbara White's coming back.
Imperio. Confringo.
Já se těším, až byl moc. Obora, kedávora. Be prdel, ty vole. Ty budeme IKčko a všechny, ty vole. Smrtící kletbou, vole. Vypadá to, že asi jsme praví slytherini, ty vole.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Jo.
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Taky si právě
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Revelio.
You won't stop me.
Imperio.
At your service.
Won't get away with that.
Right.
Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Descendo.
Really, it is. Stay back! Keep out the way!
Confringo. Defender. Fight.
Protect! Keep out of short! Got it!
Confringo.
Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Expulsion!
No! One less human to worry about.
Defender.
Be careful!
We've got them. We'll make them.
Stop provoking!
I'm handling it.
I'm taking it! Stay back! Keep out the way!
There's nowhere to go. We have to fight. Confringo.
Expulsion! Got it!
They're closing in!
Sendo. Imperio!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts. Revelio. Reparo. Reparo.
Ale unlock.
Aloha Mora.
A ty starý zámek, ty vole.
Revelio.
No, to asi všechno. Počkej, kamaráde, vole. No, to se to migá, vole.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Škoda, no. Vyhrožuje ředitelem školy, ale to je dobrý pičus, ty vole. OK. Budu na ty questy. Talk to Poppy. To necháme na příští epizodu. S Poppy. Na příští epizodu. OK, tohle je všechno pro dnešní díl. Já se s váma loučím a u dalšího dílu se nás těším. Mějte se a čus čus.